everybody, welcome back to Headphone Guy 96, and today I'll be talking about my experiences over the past year to year and a half with my Apple Watch. And I'm going to preface this by just saying that nobody really needs this, just an accessory, I'll put it that way, because I don't really wear it and use it per se. I go in my car and I use navigation and it pings me on my wrist, when I need to make a right or a left. Things like that are kind of a minor convenience, but, the main things I use it for are that. The main thing besides that would probably be to control my AirPods, because I don't want to take my phone out of my pocket all the time, so I can just bring up my wrist and fast forward a track or increase the volume, so that's nice. And probably the last thing that I use it for is to just check my email real quick during class. But it's just a convenience to have. And that's pretty much what this device is. It's just a mere convenience. So, do you need it? No. Do you probably want it? Yes. Are you watching this video because you want to hear about it after a year and a half? Maybe its durability. Probably. So is it durable? I have the Apple Watch Sport. I have a 42mm version, not the 38. I want to say that the 42, real difference, to be honest, it is the 4mm, obviously. But the bigger version, if you're a guy, you're probably going to want it. If you're a woman, or you have a very small wrist just in general, you're probably going to want to try both of them just to see how they fit on your wrist. And now I'd say this for everyone, but most guys that I've talked to have 42s. I don't know anyone who has a 38 who is one of my male friends, so I can't help you there. But if you do want to try both of them, go to an Apple store. They will definitely have both of them for you to try. Some Best Buys do, some Best Buys don't, so it's kind of hit or miss. So I'd recommend going to an Apple store if you can. ION-X glass is very, very good. Do you need a glass screen protector for the glass on the watch? It's a watch. It's going to get beat up a little bit. What I recommend more than anything is just getting one of these little rubber guards to go around the entire watch. And what this will do is it'll protect it from most bumps and scratches on metal, or a brick wall, or something of that nature that's a little more damaging than, say, just walking around every day and taking your sweatshirt on and off and just rubbing things over it in general. That's not going to cause a lot of damage to the metal nor the glass. The glass itself, the ION-X glass, will scratch eventually. I have a tiny little surface scratch on the top right corner, but I've taken very good care of it. If you're careful with your electronics, you're not going to have to worry about this. I wouldn't bother with a screen protector for it. For the next step up, the regular Apple Watch, not the Sport, that will have the sapphire glass on the front, so you don't need to worry about anything. It'll shatter before it scratches. The only one thing that I will say is that the crown sticks a little bit after a while, so if you wear it around every day, more particularly if you're in a humid environment, the metal tends to want to sort of bind a little bit. And so if you run it under a little bit of hot water, just a little bit, it'll help loosen that up. I will leave my iPhone in my sock drawer by accident, and so I can just go on my watch and be like, oh, ping my iPhone, and it'll ping my iPhone, which is great. So that's really nice if you lose things. There are a lot of third-party apps for the Apple Watch, and you're going to be able to use most of those, generally speaking, on the watch itself. It'll have a little bit of a different layout than your phone, but it is going to generally provide the main functions that the application would on your phone, per se, or give you just general notifications about that app on your phone. That's pretty much it. So, has my experience been good with my Apple Watch over the past year and a half? I would say yes. If I had to make the decision to buy it again, I probably still would, because I like it. It's just, it adds convenience to my life and not having to take my phone out of my pocket, which sounds silly, but once you start using it, you kind of realize that, oh, well, this is pretty nice to have. And if you have a lot of Apple devices, it integrates very seamlessly, and you're probably going to be very happy with it anyways. Now, I want to end that by saying I didn't pay full retail price for my Apple Watch. Originally, I bought an open box one at Best Buy that had issues with the locking thing. Well, yeah, I'll end it there. And short term, I had to return that watch. I bought a brand new one, and I also got that one on sale. So I paid like a little under $300. I think it was about like $280 and change. And that's about all I would say to pay for an Apple Watch, because it's kind of expensive. You know, if you go out and buy a regular Apple Watch, it's gonna start at around, you know, $400 or $500, and I mean, my God, you can buy an iPhone for a few $100s more. So I can't see the value in that. And at least the mid-tier one, I would say go for the Sport, if anything. And that's gonna wrap up my experiences with my Apple Watch. I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to create your own dreams. What am I gonna do for next week? I'll wing it.